How's it going, guys? And in this video I'm going to be talking about trophy base layouts, and this will be part of my kind of like mini series from my base layout series. And of course this could probably go under tip videos, but this is just going to be just kind of like a sub series, if that's how you want to think about it. So anyway, on to the main topic. For trophy pushing bases, you're mainly going to want to have a centralized town hall. Now I've seen some people with their clan castle centralized and then their town hall kind of like right beside it, which that's okay, because you definitely want to have at least your town hall as centralized as you can by your town hall, so it's harder for people attacking you to lure out your clan castle. And then just next, you're just going to want to spread out your splash damage, because if you have them all bunched up or like more towards one side, then I'm most likely going to attack the opposite side, especially if people are attacking with like Barts and stuff. They're probably going to take where your splash damage defenses are into consideration. And speaking of splash damage, you probably want to have your mortars more towards the center, because they have a bigger range, and then like your wizard towers maybe beside them or more towards the outside. And of course, when you're having a trophy pushing base, and that just kind of means you want to have your base set up to win defenses. And like I just said, you're not worried about your loot, so your loot will probably want to be more towards the outside. And heck, you might even want to just put them outside the walls, so people just go for your loot and don't even worry about the 50% or trying to get 1 star. And then like I mentioned in my farming base layout video, you just want to have your archer towers and cannons kind of in like a rotation in every other one. Try not to put like 2 archer towers or 2 cannons right beside each other, just so it's even. And like I have here, I have 2 archer towers without a cannon in the middle. I'm pretty sure for each town hall you're not going to have an even amount of archer towers and cannons, so that's just how it goes. And for your Teslas, you can just spread them through the base or put them all in the center, just kind of wherever you can, or wherever you want. I have seen people, I'll have a little example over here, where they put their Teslas, they'll have their town hall in the middle, and then they have all their Teslas right in the middle, or right beside their town hall like this, and then have walls around their town hall and Teslas. Now, it looks pretty obvious what you're doing, but so you can guess where the Teslas are. So if you're, say, maybe attacking with hogs, then you know where your Teslas are. And if there aren't any other holes in the base, then it's easy to tell where stuff is, so you can do the attack better. So yeah, you might can do it to protect your town hall a little bit better, but It's just kind of easier to know where you have your Teslas. And now I'm just going to talk a little bit about different kind of base setups for different kind of strategies, attack strategies. And generally speaking, what would benefit you the most is having a base that defends against everything. So you want to have your mortars and splash damage spread out, your archer towers and cannons going every other one, and then have holes throughout your base, so when people with hogs attack, they question themselves. And definitely, I see a lot of people with with their buildings in the corners or all around the edge of their map. You're probably going to want to have all the extra buildings and camps and stuff like that right up against your walls, so your defenses can get to them, and it's not an easy 50% for people. And before I go any further, I forgot to talk about the air defenses. You're definitely going to want to have your air defenses more centralized, because if I'm attacking with air units and say I have all my air defenses are where these archer towers are, then that's going to be an easy air raid for me because they're not well defended. And I'll talk a little bit more about them in a minute. And if it seems like you're in a range where you're getting attacked, for example, by hogs more than say dragons, then set your base up for hog defense. For a hog defense. So let's go back and talk about defending against air. If your air defenses are more towards the outside, then say like the example I just did with these, say I switch the air defenses with these archer towers. Well, if I'm attacking with dragons, I'm probably just going to send like a dragon or two into each air defense. Well, actually I wouldn't send dragons, but they would be easy to get to. If you had dragons, they would be easy to get to with rage spells. And if I was doing Balloonian, then I would send just 2 or 3 balloons in to get rid of the air defenses. And most of the time, once your air defenses are gone, then it's easy to wipe out the base with your minions or dragons. So just keep that in mind. And a lot of people, I see so many bases where, especially when you're like lower Town Hall 8 or Town Hall 7, with really bad upgraded air defenses because they don't think they're important. But definitely once you get to higher Town Hall 8 and up, they're really important. So that's just how to have a good air defense base. And let's talk about hogs. Now, like I said, you want to have a bunch of holes in your base. Now, you're not going to want to have like a hole where people can send troops in, but have holes big enough to fit a Tesla or a giant bomb. So when people attack you, they just question themselves, is there a giant bomb there? When my hogs go to there, are they going to get blown up? Or is a Tesla going to pop out? Or even maybe, is there nothing there? But for hog attacks, you definitely want to have holes in your base. Because if you don't, then most of the time you'll get wiped out by hogs. So that's a little one-on-one with hogs. And then giants, to defend against giants well, is just kind of have like a good trap system set up and make them go towards one certain defense than the other. Try to lure them to where they go around the base and not go towards the center. Like, say they attack from here, then they would attack that Tesla first, and then go towards this cannon most likely, so there's a couple bombs there, and then they'd go for the wizard tower, and in between that there's a trap. And while they're attacking these defenses on the outside, all your inner defenses will be attacking them. So you might lose a few defenses, but that's okay. And then just generally, like I said, just have your defenses in a good position, your splash damage spread through the base, have your air archer towers and cannons rotating, your air defense is more centralized, and if you have like Expos and Inferno towers, it'd probably be best to try to centralize those too. But that's just a few tips on certain different attack strategies if they're attacking you by certain ways, how to defend them well, and how to trophy push. And that does it for this video. Y'all leave a like, share, also comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do that for me. It'll be a big help. And y'all stay clashy. I am the Beast, rolling out.